The mobile gaming market is huge. Look at this, 2 billion people playing mobile games. So while crypto games are the future of gaming, most likely the first big crypto game will be on mobile because of this. Just the ease of access. Those are some of the things we need to think about. Look at Bitcoin's price and see that it's dipping like this. And people losing their minds. Oh no, it's over. We're going to zero. The bull market is over. Meanwhile, the Bitcoin dip, if you look on the weekly time frame, barely dipped. Come on, what are you losing your minds over? This is gonna be so unimportant in a couple of weeks. And of course, we're trading over on ZoomX, my favorite non-KYC crypto exchange, where I hold most of my gaming tokens like Sand and IMX. Oh, if you look at the Sand weekly chart, it looks terrible. But then you go to the hourly, and it also looks terrible. In reality, this is what we want to see. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mindblow Show, where today we're gonna check out mobile crypto games, which are all play to earn. We have 5 games on the list, plus 2 honorable mentions. Without further ado, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you never miss out on future content, and let's get the show on the road. Alright. First game on the list is none other than Fury, a next-gen 3D graphics created on the Unreal Engine 5, designed for iOS, Android, but it'll also be available for Windows and Mac. This is an action shooter / battle royale game. Where's the gameplay? So this is some of the map design we can see here, but let's check out the actual gameplay. As far as I'm concerned, mobile shooters do not work for me, but for a lot of people they do. I mean, look at Call of Duty Mobile, look at PUBG Mobile. Very popular games in their own right, so I can't say that this is not gonna work, because it looks great, it actually plays great. It looks like it plays better than most of the third-person shooter games we review on the channel. So you'll be able to customize weapons, change your appearance of your little fighter, of course. There's large and small maps, as well as big tournaments that they're gonna create. So on top of all that, obviously this is a blockchain game, and their token is currently in the pre-sale phases. Now, I'm not saying go buy the token, I'm not saying I'm bullish on it, don't know much about it, I'm just saying that's where it is right now. I don't hold it, didn't buy into it, so just wanted to get that out of the way. I'm just giving information here. So this could be a game that can lead to mass audiences if they played their cards right. There's a lot of shooters on mobile phones, as mentioned before, that have succeeded. So if they play their cards right, and if they do the play to earn right, this game Fury could be huge. Now, if they fail the play to earn element and the blockchain element and they just become another mobile shooter, they're not gonna succeed, because shooters like this, battle royales like this, already exist. So if you want to stick out, do the blockchain part right, and you will have a game with a lot of players. That's all. Also, they have an 18+ rating, and they do have a first-person mode, so let's check that out on their Twitter. The first-person mode actually looks badass. In my opinion, it looks even better than the third-person mode. That looks badass. I mean, the gun handling looks great. I don't see any recoil when shooting. That's something I would like to see. Why is there almost no recoil? With projects like Zeebu, we can keep the Mindblow Show alive and thriving, so I urge you to take 60 seconds and see what they're all about. Zeebu is a blockchain solution for the challenges telecom carrier businesses face. It's one of the more practical blockchain projects on the market. They have on-chain invoicing, a currency exchange, a non-custodial wallet, and they have their own ZBU token, which is Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain based. The token is deflationary in design, so they have a token burn, which can boost value, and they also offer a loyalty program on the Zeebu platform. Zeebu's vision is to simplify traditional finance. They have onboarded over 300 businesses, processed over 600 million in settlement volume, received investment funding of 25 million, they secured a listing on Gate.io for their ZBU token. The token is up from its launch a staggering 100%. So this project is strategically placing itself within the ever-expanding telecom business. The potential for this project is huge, and I'm honored to have such an advertiser wanting to be on the channel. Thank you, Zeebu, for sponsoring this video. I urge you to check out their platform. All the links are in the description down below. Obviously, when we do lists like this, we don't do a deep dive into the game, into how to do the play to earn, how to withdraw the money, to try to play it ourselves. We don't do any of that for the lists. For the lists, we just show you what exists and what's out there. And then for the games that you request specifically, we also do deep dives. Like a couple videos ago, we did 7 games we're excited about in 2024. One of those games was Illumia. A lot of people were excited about it and wanted to see more, so the next video, we did a deep dive on Illumia. That's how the Mindblow Show works. With that being said, second game, Kompete. Kompete is a game I didn't even know was gonna be out for phones. I know it's out for PC. I've played it myself. I have it installed on my PC right now. It's available to play right now for free. Kompete is a free multiplayer all-in-one sports simulation game with cross-platform play. It'll be available on Xbox, on PlayStation, on PC, on Android, on iOS. And when you say it like that, you don't really understand what it means. Basically, it's a metaverse where their main focus and main game mode is a battle royale, which is available to play right now. But there is a metaverse section where we're also going to be able to like drive cars around, play basketball, play, I don't know, golf. Now, the thing I'll say about Kompete is that the shooting is very satisfying. It makes sense. When I shoot a bullet at another player, he does get eliminated from it. It's not like some other crypto games that I've tried where the game glitches out and I shoot at someone's headbox in his hitbox and it just doesn't register and you get eliminated from such a stupid mistake. So it doesn't happen in Kompete. Kompete actually has very good shooting in my opinion. Now, this is the race mode we're seeing right now, something I've not tried in-game just yet. I've only been playing the Battle Royale mode, which is actually a lot of fun, as I said multiple times, and I will keep saying it because it's really fun. Definitely a game that deserves its own deep dive, and if that's something you want to see, let me know. The first time I played the Battle Royale, I came in second with groups of 3, and I played as a solo. So, needless to say, people are not very good at the game, or maybe I'm just too good. Probably the first thing. It's definitely the first thing. People are just very new to it. So this mix of first person and third person is actually very nice because traversing the land in third person makes more sense. But then shooting in first person is just so much easier and feels much more natural. Apart from that, there's tons of cosmetic items you can use. NFTs, of course. This is a blockchain game after all, built on the Ethereum blockchain, but they also gonna have their own tokens. So yes, play to earn enabled. We're in the early access right now, so I don't think that play to earn is enabled at the moment. Now, it is free to play, and it will be free to earn as well once they do launch their play to earn system, and they also will have sort of battle passes similar to what Fortnite does. Next game, we got Metacene or Metacene, or I never know how to pronounce this. Again, a game we covered in the past once, and I wanted to cover it again and kind of see what our sentiment for this game is for 2024. It's a new year, full of opportunities, so let's see what this game is like. This is a mobile phone game that has amazing combat. I mean, look at this combat. This actually looks sick. Something I would definitely want to try out and play. Now, it's currently in the alpha version, and this will be, or already is, an MMORPG with player-owned assets and player co-governance in their DAO. So players can create their own DAOs and guilds entirely on the server and creating more tax revenue through a self-governance policy. So this system has full autonomy. Then also players can create buildings, weapons, costumes, and mods to show to more users through the in-game editing system. So it will be available for PC and Mac as well, but it is mostly a mobile game. As you can see, this gameplay is also recorded on mobile. I can see from this interface here, this is definitely a mobile interface and not a PC interface. So searching for gameplay videos on YouTube, they don't look the same as the trailer we just saw. I'm gonna be honest with you. It still looks good, don't get me wrong, but the trailer we just saw looks much better. Apparently they have a fully doxed team, which is always nice to see. And for those of you who don't know, doxed basically means that we know who the team is. We know who the CEO is, and we know their names and what they look like, basically, which is always a good thing to see. You don't want to see the founders of a game you want to play having cartoon avatars instead of their actual faces, because that usually doesn't end well. You can earn for free in this game, and as you can see, it is available to play in the alpha version right now. Now, the thing is, it has an elaborate system, as most MMORPGs do when it comes to crypto MMORPGs, but also regular MMORPGs also do have an elaborate system. But this one in particular, being a blockchain MMORPG, an elaborate system of earning their token. So not something we can get into just for a list video. It would take up too much time. If you choose, I can make a separate video on this, on any game you want. So just tell me in the comment section down below and get deep into the mechanics, how to earn, how to withdraw, where the money comes from, and all of that fun shenanigans. Now, that being said, we are bullish on Metacene. It looks like a game we want to play. It reminds me a lot of Mir 4, and I'm excited to see what they're gonna do in 2024. Let's see. Next game. Now, this is more of an ecosystem. It's a collection of those hyper-casual mini-games, and we do cover those systems from time to time. This one is called PlayEmber, or rather just Ember, I guess. 120 million downloads, so the number speaks for itself already, and this is a Web3 game studio, so you do earn coins when doing these hyper-casual minigames. Now, what are hyper-casual minigames? If I just do a quick Google search, you will already understand where this is going. So games like this are hyper-casual, cross-your-road games, the Subway Surfer type of games. These are the hyper-casual games that anybody can play. They're easy to get into, and they're very, very addictive. It's available right now for Android and iOS if you want to give it a shot. So they have collections of games. These are all their games. We have more games for Android. So these are the iPad and iPhone games you can see right here. And then on the Android section, we have a lot more games here, like the Bitcoin truck parking. Okay, whatever that is. Just a lot of games on Android, way more than on iOS, which, yeah, of course there is. iOS is, you know, known for being very difficult for pushing games out. But then again, a lot more people have iOS rather than Android. And then some people have both, like me. I love both. I love Android, I love iOS, I use both. That's as far as I'll cover PlayEmber. Check it out if you choose to do so. If you don't, let's check out the next game on the list. So, next game, we got Cipher. That's what we got. We got Cipher. And after Cipher, we got 2 honorable mentions. Don't forget, if you want to trade gaming tokens, if you want to trade any kind of tokens, go over to ZoomX. You have the link in the description down below. Apart from joining a non-KYC exchange with a lot of volume, you also have a chance of winning $250 in a giveaway that I'm doing with ZoomX in a collaboration with them. Cipher is a top-down perspective looter shooter. Now, this gameplay we're looking at right now is 2 years old. We'll check out newer gameplay, but first, I wanted to show off what they've been up to kind of chronologically. So, looter shooter set in a dreamlike universe of alien world. As you can see, vibrant colors and vibrant character. It's made on the Ethereum blockchain, and it works on Mac, on Windows, and obviously iOS and Android. Top-down perspective games like this definitely do work really well on phones. Much better than shooters in my opinion, but people will play anything on mobile phones these days, and I don't judge. You do whatever you want to do, whatever you find fun. That's what it's all about. So the pre-registration is open now, and they've just released this trailer 11 days ago as of me recording this video. So let's see. I don't think they have showed any gameplay here. It's just like a cinematic trailer. It does look very nice, I gotta be honest. I do love me a nice little cinematic trailer. We can see that we have various characters. We got a little kitty character. We got the bull character fighting against some alien bugs who are also machines, or are they actual bugs? I don't know. It's wacky, it's weird, and I love it. So they did their closed alpha. As you can see, we're here on their official Cipher channel. And this was 4 months ago. As we can see, we got a story mode, an endless mode, and also a shoot 'em up mode where you can survive and prove you're the best. And here's a perspective of actual mobile gameplay, how it looks on your phone. Looks very nice. Plays like, almost like a MOBA. I don't see a huge difference in this gameplay and the gameplay we've seen 2 years ago, but if we were playing it, we would definitely see a difference. It's probably way more polished, has less bugs, but from a pure gameplay perspective, obviously there isn't much to change once you set like a narrative for the gameplay you want. There's not much you can change 2 years later. You cannot add the first person mode to a game like this. So it looks way similar, but it does look very, very polished compared to what we had 2 years ago. But even 2 years ago, it looked pretty good. So this is Cipher, a game that looks pretty good, a game that I am bullish on for 2024, and I'm hoping I can give it a shot soon this year when they really do their playtest. So their playtest is underway right now, actually the pre-registration for it, so we can pre-register right now and play it either on Steam, on Epic Games, or on the App Store or on the Google Play Store. So that's awesome. 277,000 players have followed. Huge numbers they have here, really huge numbers. Now for the 2 honorable mentions, I will go through them very, very quickly. We got Mir 4, one of my favorite crypto games of all time. It's such a shame that the game has failed from blockchain perspective, where the bots have taken over and they were just exploiting the play to earn mechanics, because the game was so much fun to me. I loved playing it. Mir 4 was a blast. And the next game that's also on my list was the same. But first, let's talk about Mir 4. I hope they can make a comeback in 2024. I really am holding my fingers like this for them, crossing my fingers. Please recover, because I do want to get into it and play it again. A game that's free to play, free to earn, just awesome all the way around, and great gameplay. In my opinion, of course, some people hated it. I personally loved it. Next game also was a lot of fun. A MOBA called Thetan Arena. A lot of people said it was a ripoff of Brawl Stars. I wouldn't know. I never played Brawl Stars. I did play Thetan Arena, and it was loads of fun. Even made some money with it in the first week of it being out. And then, you know, their token dropped. They didn't do their economy right, unfortunately, but a lot of fun nevertheless. I'm hoping in 2024 they can turn it around. All you can do is hope. And that's why these 2 games are honorable mentions and not on the official list, because who knows what's gonna happen. happen with them. But we can only hope the best, but you never know. All right, there you go. Zoomix, best non-KYC exchange. Don't forget to check it out. Links in the description. I'm leaving.